Bigger and mature during puberty. That's puberty. A girl to a woman and a boy to a man. That's puberty. Out with the old and in with the new.
Hello kids, I am Teacher Ann, and for today's lesson, we're going to discuss the changes that occur during puberty in boys and girls. There are changes in the body that occur during puberty in boys and girls. They are the following. Number 1. Growth spurt. During puberty, you will notice a sudden increase in height, which is referred to as a growth spurt. This sudden increase in height usually lasts for 2 to 3 years. Number 2. Bone growth. Growth of bones and muscles are also observed during puberty. Bones grow in length at the epiphyseal plate by a process that is similar to endochondral ossification. The cartilage in the region of the epiphyseal plate next to the epiphysis continues to grow by mitosis. Number 3. Changes in weight. Changes in weight and composition of body happen in both boys and girls. Adolescent girls develop a greater part of body fat than boys. The growth of fat in girls is toward the upper and lower portions of the body that usually results to a curvier appearance, while boys also have an increase in the growth of the body fat. Their muscles growth is faster. By the end of puberty, boys have muscle mass about 1.5 times greater than that of the girls. Now, let's proceed to describing physical body changes in boys and in girls. Changes in boys. When a boy reaches the age of puberty, the testes produce and secrete the hormone called testosterone, which develops the secondary sexual characteristics. The changes that take place in the body of a boy are as follows. Number 1. His voice becomes deeper due to the growth of the larynx. It usually starts with his voice cracking. The cracking will stop as he keeps growing, and his voice will stay at the lower range. Number 2. Hair starts to grow under his armpits and around his private parts. Armpit hair, also referred to as axillary hair, gets its start from puberty, around ages 11 to 14 for males and 10 to 12 for females. The pituitary gland triggers a group of hormones called androgens in the ovaries and testicles. Number 3. His chest and shoulders become broader. He grows fast in height and his testes begin to produce more sperm cells. Number 4. Some boys do experience slight breast development, but this is usually temporary and disappears after a while. Changes in a girl. When a girl reaches a puberty, changes also develop inside her body. The ovaries produce and secrete the hormone called estrogen, which develops the female secondary sexual characteristics. The changes that take place in the body of a girl are as follows. Number 1. Her breasts begin to develop. This is the time when she may want to start wearing a bra, which most often begins around 10 or 11 years. But it's perfectly normal for breast development to start anytime between the ages of 7 and 13. So what happens when a girl starts to develop breasts? The first sign of breast development is a slight swelling under the nipple, a stage of development called breast buds. As your breasts first start to grow, they can be very tender and sore. They may also itch as your skin gets stretched. Number 2. Hair begins to grow under her armpits and around her private parts. As I mentioned earlier, around ages 10 to 12 to grow woman's armpits. Number 3. The tone of her voice becomes higher and her skin becomes finer. So for the girls who experience this, perhaps we will notice that when a child becomes teenager, the tone of her voice changes and her skin is much better. Number 4. She grows fast in height and starts menstruating. Her hips will get wider and her waist will get smaller. Her body starts to build of fat in her stomach and legs. This is normal as it gives her body the curvier shape of a woman. The reproductive system is a sensitive part of the body of a boy and a girl. It is as important as the other systems of the body. Every boy and girl should take good care of his or her reproductive system to help him or her maintain a healthy body. Do you understand, class? Okay, very good. I think you already understand our lesson. That's the changes that occur during puberty in boys and girls. See you next time, class. Goodbye.